like to say good evening to everyone. Thank you all for coming out, showing your care and concern for the city of Greensboro tonight. At this moment, we'll open up as always with prayer. If there's anyone in the audience that wishes not to participate in this part of our meeting, we'll ask that you would excuse yourself at this moment. If not, we'll proceed with prayer. We'll ask that Councilman Smith will open us up with prayer on tonight.
Father God, thank you for this evening. Lord, I ask you to continue to bless this city, bless this leader, bless the employees. Lord, Father, let us put our hands heart together to move forward with the city of the plan of the city of Greensboro forever, Lord. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Let the minutes reflect that everyone is present on tonight. Brings us down to number 4 on the agenda, the approval of January 3rd, 2023 regular session minutes. Council, I'll give you time to read over those minutes. Once you're ready, I ask that you would raise your right hand showing that you're ready to vote. Seems like everybody's ready to vote on tonight. I entertain a motion and a second to approve the minutes for January 3rd, 2023.
Motion to approve. Second.
It's been second. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor, let it be known by raising your right hand. Unanimous decision. Thank you so much. Brings us down to number 4, approval of January 3rd, 2023 executive session minutes. Council, I'll give you a minute to read over those. Once you've completed reading those minutes, ask that you pass them to your left, signifying that you're ready to vote. So much I entertain now a motion to approve the executive session minutes of January 3rd, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been seconded. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor, let it be known by raising your right hand. Thank you so much. Brings us down to number 6, Mr. Johnny Porter, supervisor's report.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. How are you?
First of all, I want Council Neal to take a deep breath after looking at that price on that sheet. But I get to that. In the past few months, we have continued our weekly pickup on the route, and during the fall and into the winter months, we've been using cold packs to repair water leaks. As the weather warms up, we will have to go back and fill in with regular asphalt about 10 seconds around town. Back in the beginning of October, our backhoe operator went out on medical leave, and I kind of drove the backhoe from October to the end of December, and we hired a guy to do that. He doing pretty good on it. He can go through the route, on the pickup route, and he can keep the landfill pushed back. So that's working out pretty good. I don't know if some of you noticed or haven't noticed that we have parked the pack truck. We replaced it with a dump bed trailer, and it serves the same purpose as a dump truck, pack truck, and it's working out fine on that. As far as manpower and employees, we have enough help right now. the spring when grass season started now. When I first started working with the city, I used to operate the sweeper and would go around town doing gutters and curbing, and also uptown, everyone would take it uptown and clean. Since we happen to have a sweeper on the uptown part of everyone, we've been using shovel, broom, trash bag to get up the debris uptown. And it may not look like it, but when you're standing on the corner with a shovel, a broom, and a trash bag, getting a trash, it gives a certain look to certain people that coming through town. And they may look at it as being back in the 1960s type of thing. The reason I brought that up here, I think the city needs a sweeper, and that would cut out a lot of the curbing that we go out and do. We spend 2 days a week with a shovel and edge trying to cut grass away from the curb. And by the time you get from this side of town to the other one, that grass has grown back, and you try to do the job, but you really get wasting time trying to improve the look of the city. A sweeper would definitely cut all of that grass, dirt away from the curb, and you would do it on a regular basis where once the citizen cut that grass and it get blown out up against the curb, it wouldn't have time to grow. So that would improve the situation also. And you can take it all over town in a short period of time, clean the street, compared to out there with a shovel and the edge. We can spend time doing a lot of other different things than that 2 days a week. So I know that sweeper has a sticker price too, but sometime toward the middle of last year, I was talking to the city manager. He said that there was money set aside, non-taxable citizen money, that was assigned for the street department and street project. So I would hope that there's money still there to try to make a purchase of a sort. So with that said, I'll take any questions.
I have two, Mr. Mayor, if I may ask. The first one, Mr. Porter, when you said you have a new guy,
Right.
backhoe guy, what's his name?
Chris Shackelford.
Is he a local guy? Shackford.
Yeah.
The name rings. And my next question, this sweeper here, did they give you a government price, contract government?
They did.
They did.
One thing about a sweeper is different kind of sweeper. Some of them higher than others. You can find a small sweeper that's really designed for parking lot. It'll go around and sweep up paper and that kind of stuff. It's not going to do what you need to do to the curb. That's going to get the difference in the prices. To purchase a lesser sweeper, you would have one, but you really couldn't get what you need out of it. You know. And I don't think, I know the price is steep, but I don't think they set a price for the city of Greensboro. They set the price of a new sweeper all over.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
City manager.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Porter, this is my first time actually seeing this report. Have we done our research to see if this is the best deal out there possible between you and Mr. James?
John, Mr. Porter's looked at a lot of different vehicles over the years. This vehicle is on state contract, so it is the best price. It's government price.
Mr. Porter mentioned is that we had funding set aside for this. Could you,
When we were discussing it, I told him that the money to purchase this vehicle would best be, used for T-Splosh.
So we have, right?
We would probably do just like we're doing with the police car. And we would use, I think that would be the most because we don't technically have it, but the referendum did pass and we have a rough estimate of the monthly income generated by that T-Splosh.
How much of that lease gonna cost us?
How much? T-Splosh is bringing in about $35,000 a month.
I'm talking about the lease this equipment.
The lease for the equipment, it'd probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,000 a month, probably,
A month?
for 5 years. Maybe 5.
this is what I like to do on this issue. I like to table it for right now until we can make sure that we have the funding for it. Make sure, the T-Spots can come in as expected, and then we'll bring it back, before the council.
Okay.
This is not denying you, this is just delaying your support.
I got you, I've seen it before.
Any more questions coming from the council? No more questions. Thank you, Mr. Porter.
All right, thank you.
Number 7 has been rescheduled, brings us down to number 8, unfinished business. Council Moore, do you have any unfinished business? City Manager, do you have any unfinished business?
Yes, sir. Mayor and council, the council's already approved the purchase of the police cars. We have 4 that are we're ready to take possession of. We just need the authority for Mayor Williams, myself, and the city clerk, Robin Knapp, to sign that lease.
Council, as you remember, a few months back, we approved the city police to go ahead and purchase vehicles. The city actually went ahead and wrote that check for those 4 vehicles. So what this referendum would do would actually get our money back, cash money back that we paid out for the vehicles. It'll reimburse us, and then we'll go on the lease plan to pay for these 4 vehicles. I entertain a motion to approve or deny the referendum.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been seconded. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor, let it be known by raising your right hand. All those opposed, same sign. 2, 3. City Attorney, any unfinished business?
Mr. Mayor, I have 2 matters to discuss in executive session tonight, and I did want to report to the council that we are working on a personnel manual that we anticipate bringing back before the council in the very near future.
So 1 legal matter,
I'm sorry, 2 legal matters.
2 legal matters. City Clerk, anything from you?
No, sir.
Councilman Miller?
Nothing, Master.
Councilman Rivers?
No.
Councilman Smith? Councilman Hill?
1 legal matter, executive session.
So the total of 3 legal matters. All right, brings us down to number 9, new business. I don't have any new business. Councilman Moore, do you have any?
No, Mr. Mayor.
City Manager?
No, sir.
City Attorney?
Yes, sir.
City Clerk?
No, sir.
Councilman Miller?
Mr. Bass, no business or nothing, it just, I was riding the city yesterday and I ended up down by the police station and down at the basketball court. I saw a lot of youth. I had one adult down there working with some youth, but a lot of youth down there. So they are using the facility. I stopped, took some photos and asked some of the young men what they thought about it, and then we take the picture. But I just, kind of want the council to know that they are definitely using that facility now.
That's great. That's great. Councilwoman Rivers, do you have any new business?
No.
Councilman Smith?
No, sir. Well, actually I do. It could have went unfinished business.
Hey,
Not yet.
I was unimpressed with that, putting on the GM minutes, the last conversation we had.
I can get it done.
All right, thank you.
Anything else? Anything else? Councilman?
No.
Brings us down to number 10, public comments. Public comments.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Well, thank you for asking. I came to talk about the traffic over there on 1340 over Coney Avenue. Some may call it sidetrack, but the traffic is so bad, we can't even go to the mailbox. Like somebody about to hit you, they won't move over, and a car be not coming. It's just terrible. To me, the police need to patrol it more. That road out there is terrible. The 18-wheeler, they just running like they racing. They got the sign up saying children at play, like they ignore that as well. And something needs to be done about that. I can't hardly go to my mailbox. If my children know that they have to watch me go over there, hurry up, Jackie, come back, and Mama, come on back. And I'm seeing it. It's terrible over there on Coney Avenue. And it don't seem like it's getting no better with the traffic. The police need to patrol that road more.
Okay.
They can stop some of this right there because it's too bad over there. There's a lot of elder people there, so it's children. And it needs to be patrolled more than what it is today. It's just awful over there. And, you know, you got to run, go in the ditch in order to look from the cars. It looks like someone might hit you. But something needs to be done, I think so. And I have children and grandchildren that come over to my house sometimes. And a child don't know no better, but they're a ball out there. They got run, but they don't know no better. And I feel that something needs to be done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
Good. I think Maria already talked to you, but I wanted to bring to the board the permission for short-term rental at a property, 405 West Broad Street. I think there's a process for that, so
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to bring it up at this point. Anything else required for that at this point?
No, our attorney will be working on that ordinance,
Okay.
as soon as he can get to it, and then we'll bring it before the council.
It has to come up, I guess, another time or something. So, okay,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, if there's not an ordinance.
Yeah, there's not an ordinance. I'll let our attorney address that.
I can talk with you guys after, if you'd
Sure,
like, but,
that'd be great.
Yeah, because as I understand it, your interest is in allowing short-term rentals in Greensboro.
Yeah.
I can kind of explain what I believe the law to be, but I've been told by at least the mayor and the city manager to start working on an ordinance. So as of a few hours ago.
Gotcha.
But I have other jurisdictions we've put it in place, so we won't be starting from scratch.
Gotcha. I'm sure it's probably being done, but we're trying to do it the right way, so. Cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, no more public comments.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening, Mayor. Good
How are
evening,
you?
council members and city manager. I have a few things to talk about. One is, I know that you are hiring for a city manager. I've seen that posting online. I'm curious though, because I never saw the posting for the finance officer online, so I don't know, and I sent you a message, an email a few days ago asking, when did you post it online? Did you post it in the newspaper? And to my knowledge, you only interviewed 2 different individuals. And I personally know of some people who are highly qualified to do that position. One is Jeff Lister. He's a resident downtown. He brings with him over 20 years of experience, specifically director of operations. He knows how to set up standard operational procedures, SOPs. He knows about planning. He knows about making people accountable to their jobs. This person, I think you should take a look at him. I have another person in mind. She's not given me her resume yet, but she works locally as well. I think she could do the job in her sleep as well. I know it's a difficult job, but you need someone who has a strong background in operations, okay? And someone who is responsible for making a profit, who cares about dollars and cents, who cares about the budget and keeping in line with the budget. So I would like to hand you his resume. And my love approach. You can pass that around. If you want any more copies, I'm happy to provide those. But that's Jeff Lister. 20 solid years of experience that I think would be, he probably could do both the finance officer position and the city manager position, which would save the county, or which would save the city money. So the second thing that I'd like to talk to you about is, Mayor, I thank you for having a meeting with myself and with Kirsten from Lincoln Local last week. We represent the GBA, the events committee. She's actually the president of GBA, which is Greensboro Business Association. And we came to you because we have a lot of events that we're planning this year. One being a Mardi Gras, an Easter event, Cinco de Mayo, July Stars and Stripes. You talked to us about Juneteenth, which I'm so happy to hear that you're actually doing something on Juneteenth. It's fireworks, and that was the first that I heard about it when you talked to us. And we would like to do something in conjunction. The GBA, we're volunteers, okay? I'm a volunteer. I'm a liaison in this. I do this for free. I don't get paid. I do it because I want the community to be better. And I want our city to look good. I want my mayor to look good. So our big event that we want to do this year is a Christmas parade. We're willing to do all the work that's involved, willing to coordinate with the chief, because we know that involves police support. We need to block the streets. We need to get the division of, I can't remember the term, DOT. We need to get DOT involved. We know there's a lot of coordination that goes into it, but we need the help from the city. And mainly we need the help from the Main Street director and the other person, I'll just name the names, Cale Hammond and Kendrick Ward. And my understanding is that we had a meeting today, or they had a meeting today with Cale, Kendrick, the mayor, city manager, and Cale was of no help. She basically said, who was this approved by? Well, it was approved by the mayor, the meeting we just had with you last week. So if we're willing to do this for free and bring community events to our downtown, then why aren't the people who are getting paid to do those jobs to begin with, why aren't they willing to support us? We're willing to do it for free. So I want to hand you, all of you, an events calendar for this coming year. Like I said, we have a Mardi Gras planned, Easter Fest, Cinco de Mayo, tailgate party, chili cook-off. We're going to bring people to this town. We need you all on board. We're willing to do the work. I think you saw this already. If I'm exceeding my 2 minutes, does anyone want to yield their time? Thank you. Okay. So, when I look at the City of Greensboro Director of Community Development, their functions, their task, they're failing. She's failing. Cale and Kendrick are not doing their jobs. They're not serving you, Mr. Mayor. They're not making you shine. That's their job to make you shine. It says, supervises the Greensboro Main Street Manager and serves as an advisor to the Greensboro Downtown Development Authority. So let's look at one of Ms. Ward's job descriptions. It says, advise downtown merchants, organizations, and or Chamber of Commerce retail committees on Main Street program activities and goals. Help coordinate joint promotional events such as festivals or business promotions to improve the quality and success of events and attract people to downtown. We have a business, Bonnie's Coffee Shop and More, just opened almost 3 weeks ago. Neither Cale Hammonds or Kendrick Ward have set foot into Bonnie's Coffee Shop. She attempted to open her business in May of last year. Took her 8 months to open. The city never once offered their support to her, not one time. When she reached out to Ms. Hammonds asking about loans, Ms. Hammond said that wasn't her job. There's no reason for Veronica to lie. There's no reason for her to embellish this. It took her 8 months to open her business. That's ridiculous. The city should have an SOP in place that tells a business owner how to open a business downtown Greensboro. And then they should go visit that business owner and say, this is the procedure. How can I help you? What calls can I make for you? How can I coordinate for you? Your employees are not doing that, and they're making $60,000 a year. We need people who are actually going to work and earn their money, because we pay their paychecks. I own 9 properties downtown. I don't say that to boast. I say that because I pay a lot in property taxes. I pay for their salary. They're not doing their job, and if it were up to me, I would have fired them a long time ago. Anything else? Mayor, I appreciate you, and I want to make you look good. I think you have the energy that this town needs, but you need to surround yourself with people who are willing to work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I entertain a motion and a second to go into executive session
Motion.
for 3 legal matters, I'm sorry.
Second.
It's been second, further discussion. No further discussion. All of in favor, let me know by raising your right hand. Thank you so much. If you all give us just a moment.